So let's just take a deep breath and exhale. And just remember that what we are doing here today and have been doing or will be doing for 8 days is an activation of your highest potential and highest possibilities. So I think it's a good idea to sometimes just set an intention before we launch into something. So today's card is inspiration. And so there's the card. And it's the number 12. Just read that. Allow your inherent luminosity to kindle the flames of inspiration in the hearts of all you touch. Moreover, what you do and say may inspire others without you knowing. Know your spirit is your vessel of divine light. Let it shine brightly and light the world. Such an amazing word, inspiration, because it comes from a Latin word which also is talking about being with spirit. And so if we think about all of those times that we've been inspired, often we get goosebumps. We have that moment of where the whole body registers with an arousal of something positive, not a negative arousal, but a positive arousal of the recognition of spirit in the moment. So let's just ponder that for a moment, and go back to one of the words, luminosity. So of course it's our spirit that creates that luminosity while we're still here in a physical form on the planet. And the more that we're inspired and inspire others, the more we glow and with that light, with that beautiful radiance from our higher self. So what's another word that comes forth? Moreover, what you do and say may inspire others without you knowing. There's so many times, and I'm sure you've had this experience too, when somebody says, "Oh, I remember that you said this once," and you have no recognition of when that happened or why you said it. So sometimes perhaps it's just for that very person that's bringing that back to your attention, and you never know, especially today with social media. You actually never know who's watching. Not everybody gives you a like or acknowledges or engages in conversation. I know I don't often engage in comments and things like that. So, but I see plenty of stuff. And so you don't know. You don't really always know who's listening and who you might just support on their journey. There'd be a few words you say, and it's just an aha moment for that person. So, and that's because when we inspire somebody, it's because it's being delivered with spirit. And also it reminds me, this morning I was listening to Cat Stevens, and wow, that song Peace Train, when I was listening to it, also contemplating, how things are still unraveling on the planet, I was listening to the lyrics, and my whole body again was, responding to the music and the lyrics and the spirit of that person singing. And it was so cute because Cat Stevens was sharing, it was in the 70s, and he was sharing that he actually wrote that song, or that song came to him on a train when he was traveling, and he was talking about Hitchcock, Alfred Hitchcock. He was saying, well, maybe we can all love Alfred Hitchcock with his big double chin, and maybe we can all get on that peace train. I didn't quite get the significance, but I guess what he's saying is, people with their flaws or their imperfections, can't we just love each other just for who we are? So that's a beautiful song, and that really revs up the spirit. Perhaps you want to have a listen to that. So let's go into a prayer today around inspiration. So let's join our hands together, remembering that when we hold our hands close to our heart like this in prayer, that we are bringing both sides of our being together and centering our light from within our heart. Again, we give gratitude for our experience here on earth. Every challenge has within it an opportunity to show us more of who we are. And today, I invite you to open your eyes just a little more and your heart just a little wider, so that you can see and hear inspiration that can guide you to be a shining light in this world. As the card says, you have that capacity. We all have that capacity. We are divine beings here, human beings with spirit. So we focus on the word today of inspiration. In spirit, we move and move others. Perhaps you can just take a moment and think about somebody who has inspired you just recently. And maybe another person from way back in your past. Perhaps think about when they inspired you and that inspiration is still alive. That spark is still alive in you and keeping you going. Reminding us all that we're so interconnected. Our stories are interconnected, and that each story that we tell can inspire another human being to keep going or to go for that dream that they've always wanted. Let's take a deep breath in and out. And as we pause in prayer, again, we give thanks and deep, deep gratitude and love for the peace that we can hold in our heart. And so it is. So let's have a think about that. Where do we draw our inspiration from? I often am inspired by shapes, and so shapes within nature, patterns. They're often my inspiration. But of course, then there's music. Music is an amazing inspiration, especially watching an artist and just allowing that vibration to permeate your whole body and allow you to move in ways that you know are inspiring you. And film and books, all of these things inspire us to become more of our full potential. And I know that sounds a bit cliched today in this, abundance of personal development, but the truth is, that is how we grow. We take in information and we turn that into energy, and we create results in our life because of it. So so I encourage you to have a little think about that, and perhaps even write something in the comments about what has been your inspiration in this lifetime. Was it a person? Was it music? Was it a phrase, a quote? Because all of these things are filled with spirit and filled with inspiration for us all. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 6, and heart to heart and blessings abound.